Everyone, it's Sean from Sean's Toy Room, and I'm here today to repopulate the aerators command base and the other vehicles I possess. Except for one of them, most of the aerators are from my childhood. Now, I think this... Now don't worry, all the figures are safely inside. Actually, before I turn the base upside down, let's get the figures out of there. There are none. Ooh, wait, maybe there are. Wait, what's that? Ooh, a missing gun. Now, where does it go? Ah, there we go. Oh, look, the extra missiles. That should come in handy, I hope. Now, there's another missing gun here. Let's see. Oh, don't feel it. That other end, okay. Things go missing over the years. But if you look inside each hatch, you should have all the figures. Now these are for all the vehicles, not just some of them. So open up each door, grab all the figures out, and then try to remember which ones go with what vehicle, because of course I didn't keep the boxes when I was young, except for one of them. Well, how many minutes do we have here? 10. All right, I'll be back. As you can see, I have all the figures here. Now I just have to sort them out, but first we attach that hose. Good thing is the base sits up at its end like that. That's perfect. Now, if I'm right, and I hope I am, one of these hoses fits in there. Right? Good. And then the other hose should fit right here. That seems a bit short. However, it could probably be, let's see here. There. Now, that's somewhat correct. At least I think that's how it goes. Well, there is... Oh, wait. I think I found it. Yeah, that doesn't quite fit either. I don't even know if it's in the right way. But now I have my Thunderhammer vehicle here, which unlike the command base actually has all its hoses attached. But I believe that I can actually substitute one of the missiles that is not in good shape with one of them that is. There you go. Now I know one's lighter than the other, but that should work. Yes, okay. It's got its guns. Good. It's got the headless captain, so now we're looking for the Starcom guy who's over here. There he is. He sits beside the headless captain, although they must use telepathy or something to find the, to figure out how he wants his commands to be passed on. All right, so. Oh, they have foot pegs. I never noticed that before. Or if I did, I'd forgotten. Of course, it's rather difficult to get the figure onto the foot pegs from that angle. See, that didn't work. So what I generally did is I just stood them here and have them holding the weapon. Because there's only so many figures for Thunderhammer. And the other two figures, which are already in a seated position, there they go. So that is populating them. Oh, and I guess you want to get a good view of the decals behind them, kind of like the time circuitry decals behind the DeLorean's driver's seat. All right, so sitting and sitting. Now, I don't know if after 40 years the air mechanism works even when the knob is turned. No, it really doesn't. Okay, well that's Thunderhammer all staffed. Now we have to go for the Dragon Wind, which is the flying vehicle, which always reminded me of a Klingon bird of prey. And yes, I know the front of it is somewhat damaged and broken off. I still have to use my model glue to try and fix that somehow. It's almost like the figure is too, he's too thick for his seat. And this one, come on now. There. He's too thick as well. And there's a little guy that fits in the back here. Now, I don't know if he sits or if he stands. He probably does sit. See, here's what the Tyrants of Wind guy looks like. So let's see if we can sit him down in here and somehow get the... Yeah, that's the thing. The Tyrants of Wind have much wider shoulders than the Air Raiders, and it's therefore hard to get his window hatch over him again. And if you squish his arms down so that he'll fit in place somehow, like that, he's stuck in there, can barely use his weapon, but then you get the back window. Still doesn't quite fit. Yeah, that's why I leave the back gunner guy off for now. Oh, see, now he fell through, but don't worry, you just do this, and there you go. That's the benefit of having the front part of the vehicle broken off. You can just lift it up and get the figures out. There. Canopy went back in place. Okay, so that is Dragon One. I'm going to put him back on the shelf, which was over here. And then you get the 3 Battle Dasher vehicles. Because you've got to eliminate them from the equation so that you know what's left for the Air Raider. So here's the commander of the 1 Tyrants of Wind vehicle. And then you have his driver in the front seat. Now, a lot of these decals have worn away over the years, but you do see one of them, at least. And there's the other side. And this thing does come off, so he can fly around. Good. Mom and I put these together. It must have been Christmas of '87. Yes, that's that one. And then you have, I believe it's Windseeker. Now it has most of its decals in place already on both sides. I didn't have to reinforce anything with tape, and there's only 2 people in this one. One in the front, one in the back. Because he has to man the back gun, of course. There you go. All right, good. And then you have the final one, and you know there's only 2 people here. So one sitting, and one standing. But again, you probably ought to have a rear lookout, so maybe he's facing out the back way. So there you are. There you go. All right, so about 1 minute left. Let's count the Air Raiders figures, shall we? So you have 5 regular guys here. 5 regular troopers with 1 commander. All right, so that's that. And then you have 5 regular Tyrants of Wind figures with 1 commander. And if I can get back far enough, I can get the entire arrangement of my Air Raiders childhood vehicles. So Christmas of '88. Oh, well, we're missing one. Consider this to be kind of what you'd see at a base during a parade. You'd have all the vehicles in the back, they'd have the figures in the front, and the smaller vehicles would be in front of the larger vehicles. So that is the, call it, personnel staffing of my childhood Air Raiders collection, and we'll see you here next time. Bye-bye.